All right, so we're going over proper and safe anchor deployment here. This is a Danforth anchor, about 15 pounds. This is gonna be ideal for most recreational vessels, 20 to 25 feet, most of the ones that we're gonna be dealing with here with Axis and Malibu. So what we wanna do is take our nicely coiled line in one hand and the anchor and a little bit of the chain in the other. Now, we're in about 10 feet of water here. So in order to achieve the best scope of line or the distance of line that's let out and get that 45-degree angle, which is gonna be the optimal angle to hold this in place, what we need to do is release about 5 to 7 times the depth of the water in line. So we're 10 feet of water, so that means we're gonna need to release about 50 feet of line. Now, before I throw this out, I've already got the line secured to the bow of the boat. You always want to put that to the bow of the boat, to the front of the boat, so that any wave action, wind action is gonna be handling, the boat's gonna be handling it well from the bow. So we've got everything nicely in our hands. And next thing we're gonna do, making sure that we don't scrape anything coming down the boat, is just give it a nice toss. And the line is gonna be tossed just after I toss the anchor. Now that the anchor's in the water, we can wait for it to settle. And eventually, once the wind pushes us and the waves push us, this should be getting secure, and we'll feel that, and the boat will start to turn away from the anchor. The back of the boat will start to turn away from the anchor, and then we'll know that that anchor's secured. Now, as the line's getting taut and you look down in the water, you can see that that line is at about a 45-degree angle. The stern of the boat is starting to swing now, and it seems like we do have a secure anchor. And then all we're gonna do is make sure that this gets secured to the frontmost cleat on the boat, and then we should be good to enjoy the water, go for a little dive. So after we've enjoyed a little swim, whatever it is you wanna do while we're at anchor, we're gonna pull this back in. So slowly grabbing that anchor line and pulling it. We're in no huge rush, just kind of pulling it hand over hand, getting the excess line back into the boat. And it's gonna be important once we get to the end to make sure that as we're pulling the anchor back up, we're not scraping it on the side of the boat. So we're gonna watch carefully here that that doesn't happen. So we're starting to see our chain, so we know that the anchor's right close behind it. So we're gonna make sure that we lean or reach over the side of the boat so that it doesn't dig into the side of the boat. Now you see it does have some dirt on it, so we're just gonna dunk it a few times until all that stuff's off. And then we can safely lift that anchor back in and stow it back underneath the seats.